Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. So this is the long-awaited Q&A, which I had been planning for like 3 weeks already, and it's finally here. And first of all, I owe you guys a huge, huge, huge apology because I've been kind of absent for I think more than 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, three almost, and I'm so sorry. Um, just to give you guys like a quick overview because of my situation, I had some family staying over unexpectedly at my place, and I wasn't really able to record that much, to be honest. I told them what I was doing, and they're cool with it, but still, it was just not the right setting, the right mood the last 2 weeks to start recording and doing it in front of them and or them being in the next room. So I wasn't really able to record, and there was also some family drama that I had to take care of, which was really exhausting emotionally. So, yeah, but I know that's no excuse. You guys have been waiting patiently, I guess, and thank you so much. This was planned as a 1,000 subscribers special, kind of. We're almost at 2,000 as of now. I think we're like 1,950 or something like that. So, like, almost twice as much. So, thank you so, so, so much for the support, the subscribers. I'm eternally grateful. This is just amazing. I mean, I don't deserve this. I didn't think my channel would gain that much traction and that much support so quickly. So, thank you guys so much. I just wanted to give you something back for all the support. So I just figured why not do a Q&A because me personally, I love Q&As. I love them. I don't know what to say. I'm somewhat a Q&A connoisseur because I just love them. I listen to every single one of them when I see one, when my top creators post something like that. I just love that shit. I don't know why, because maybe it's just my curiosity, my natural curiosity to want to know what people's lives are like. I don't know. But yeah, here we are. I You guys sent a lot of questions, like many. So I don't really know where to start. I didn't really make um a list or like sort them into topics or genres or whatever. So this is going to be a little messy, but I think we're going to be good, okay? I think this is going to be fun. Also, before we start, please excuse the noise that you might hear. I don't know if I can take care of it when I'm editing this, but there's like some road work outside of my apartment. So you guys might hear that, okay? Like right now. Okay, anyways, you know what? Let's just get into it. Oh my god, where are we gonna start? Let's just start with maybe the most. I don't want to say basic questions. That sounds really mean to the people who ask them. But like the general questions, I guess. So let's just get into it. Angel Baby Blue asked, how did you start recording audios? Um, I Okay, so I love listening to audio role plays myself. I love listening to them, love them. I have been listening to them for probably over 2 years now, um, just to sleep, relax, whatever, for entertainment purposes, whatever. Um, and I found it so fascinating because I always, I don't know how to put this, but I always adored um, voice actors. Like, I thought that was the coolest job. Not because basically anyone can do it. It's true. You don't have to have a unique voice. I don't think I have a unique voice. I don't think I have a voice that is particularly good or made for audio role plays. But you make it work and people like it, and it's great. So you just put some effort into it, and you don't have to look good or anything. You don't have to, be the standard of like look wise. I mean, be the standard that everyone expects when you say you want to be an actor. So voice acting is just as versatile as normal acting, I think. So I always adored that. And that's what made it so interesting for me. So one day I just wanted to do something of my own. I just wanted to record something, wanted to see if it was for me, wanted to see if I was good at it, if it was fun, and it was. And I just looked for a script on Reddit or something, I don't remember. And I used my headphones and I read the script and I listened back to it. The quality was horrible, I guess. But it didn't matter because I liked it and it was fun. And yeah, it took my mind off of things and it was great. So that's probably how I got into recording audios. Also, I always wanted to do my own scripts. So I think like 6 months ago, I started writing my first script. Was just a basic boyfriend role play. I don't quite remember. I think I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. Um, I started writing it, and midway, I said to myself, this is not for me. This is not working because English is not my first language, and I knew I wanted to make it in English. So it's really hard to write scripts in English, to be honest. So I was like, okay, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I shouldn't do it. It's a lot of time. It's very time consuming writing scripts in English, coming up with ideas, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, but I think like 2 or 3 months ago, as of now, I had a really good idea for another script. I wrote it, I took my time, I bought a microphone, I recorded the whole thing, I edited it, and yeah, there we are. I posted it on YouTube, I made a YouTube channel, and that's it. The rest is history. It's not really an exciting story, but it's a realistic one, I guess. So yeah, that's how I got into it. Um, I have to think, not that I've forgotten any important details. No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's how I got into it. Angel Baby Blue also asked, "What voice actors do you listen to, if any, and what's my favorite song?" I listen to a lot of voice actors, honestly. Most of the time, to be honest with you, I just type a genre into YouTube or Reddit or whatever, and I just listen to whatever audio I find first and I like. So I don't really follow a lot of creators, to be honest. I'm sorry. I try my best. I try to, give my support to fellow creators. I really like, I guess, redacted audio. Wonder Woman is great. Wonder Woman audio, I think. Um, those are the two I can think of at the top of my head. Um, yeah, because their story building and world building and their voice acting also is just, it's so great. I love it. I love a good voice actor who has like a variety of voices also, because I can really do that. I try to, but maybe that's just not for me, I guess. But yeah, those two, top tier. Love them. What's my favorite song as of now? Actually, I have to check my phone because I can never remember. Actually, give me a second. I mean, there's also a difference between favorite song as of now, right now, and favorite song like in general. Because in general, I would say my favorite songs, I would have to say like three. I think one would be definitely Queen of Peace by Florence and the Machine. Um, Another one. Mm, oh God, this is hard. I hate it. I actually gotta think. Right now, one of my favorite songs is "I Miss My Sandman" by Emily Jeffrey. She's actually a TikTok musician, or she started out on TikTok, but her songs are fire. I love "I Miss My Sandman." Perfect song to daydream to. Dramatic situations, sad situations, love it. Also, as of now, one of my favorite songs is "Ends and Begins" by Labyrinth. Love Labyrinth. He was my top artist last year, I think. Also, I mean, one of my all-time favorite songs, also "Cherry Blossom" by Lana Del Rey. I love Lana Del Rey. I'm a Lana Del Rey guy. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Also, a new favorite of mine is "Family Tree" by Ethel Cain. Love Ethel Cain. Also, God, this is so chaotic. I'm sorry. Also, one of my all-time favorite songs is from a movie soundtrack by Emily. Yeah, sorry, Emile Emile Mosseri. I don't know. It's "Infinite Love" for the movie Kajillionaire. I've never seen the movie. I'm sorry, but the music is really great. Also love um, "Californian Soil" by London Grammar. "Tongue" by Billy Martin. I love Billy Martin. And actually, let me get into my favorites playlist. Also, right now, I love "South Coast" by Laurel and "Unknown/NTH" by Hosier. So, yeah, I think those are my favorite songs to listen to right now and ever for like the past 5 to 10 years. 5 years, let's say 5 years, because anything before that was, questionable. Okay, so thank you for your questions. Also, uh, Angel Baby Blue, thank you. Okay, let's keep it moving. Yeah, also, if you're seeing this and you ask the question, I'm liking the comments when I answered the questions you asked so that I don't get confused. Just so you know. Okay, you know what? Let's just go through them as I see them. Okay, Reeve Wu. I don't know if that's. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any name correctly, so I'm sorry if I do. You said, "I hope I'm not late. I recently discovered your channel and I instantly fell in love with your stuff. Excited to see your channel grow, and you deserve more appreciation and recognition." Thank you so much. That's really kind. I'm so grateful. Thank you. You asked, "Do you stan any K-pop groups? If not, I highly recommend ATEEZ and Eugene's. Um, I don't really listen to K-pop. I'm gonna be honest with you, not because I didn't like it. I just never really got into it because I have a very um, narrow music taste. Let's just put it that way, and I just never listened to it, to be honest. So I might listen to into your recommendations, but as of now, I don't really stand any K-pop groups. I might in the future though, so never say never. You also asked favorite musician. Another recommendation is Beba Doobie. God, he's gonna make fun of me. Um, my favorite musician, as I said, Florence and the Machine, um, Lana Del Rey, Hosier, um, who else? Billy Martin, Aurora, um, Ethel Cain. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Marina, I love Marina. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Those are pretty much my favorite musicians at the moment. Favorite song at the moment, also already told you. Do you have a favorite game? If yes, what is it? Okay, so I knew this question would come because I always see it um, within the Q&A realm. Um, I don't really game. I'm sorry. I don't really game. Um, so I don't play like, I don't know, Last of Us or Fortnite or whatever. The only computer game I sometimes play is like The Sims 4, which is really embarrassing. Yeah, but besides that, I don't really play any games. Well, I do play chess. I love chess, but I don't think that's what you asked. Oh, I love chess. Oh, it's great. The family member that stayed over, actually, I told you about earlier, he loves to play chess as well, and we played like every night. And I kicked his ass, of course. No, I didn't. He kicked my ass. But yeah, I love chess. It's a great game. And don't tell me I'm boring or I'm stuck up or a snob or whatever, because if you have played chess and if you like go into depth within like the rules of chess, it's such an exciting game. It's so cool. Like it's so exciting and nerve-wracking. I love it. Anyways, let me like the comment. Okay, who else have we got? K doesn't shut up. Love that name. You asked, what's the best compliment you've ever received? Oh, I actually talked to my best friend about this yesterday, and I didn't even view it as a compliment at first. But then my best friend, he told me um, that it actually was a great compliment, and I agree because um, like 1 week ago, a well, not really a friend of mine, a foe of no, what's sorry, let's just scratch that. Um, someone I know, um, he saw me walking down the street in the city that I live in, and it was raining, and I was like, having my umbrella with me, and I just walking down the street, and the next day he told me, like, oh, I saw you walking down the street yesterday, and then he said, you looked like you were walking down that road as if the whole city was built for you. And that was I just like that so much because I really struggle with self confidence or confidence in general. Um, so that was really great because I couldn't even tell you what it means to me, but it just felt good that people also see me as a confident person because I have been working really hard on that. So that was really great, actually. Next question. What subject were you best at in school? Um, I don't know, actually. I loved history, I loved art, um, I loved English, literature, sorry. Yeah, probably those. I'm not really a science person, so um, I wasn't bad at science necessarily, um, but I didn't have any interest in it. So yeah. Do I have a secret? Sorry, let me read that again. Do I have a secret talent? Um, it's not really a secret talent, if you know me, but I love whistling and I'm pretty good at whistling. Like I have a good vibrato in my whistle, and I can go really high and really low. I just love whistling. I can't sing for shit, so all I have is whistling. I'm good at whistling. That's my secret talent. Not so secret talent. Um, Next question, still by K doesn't shut up, by the way. Did you expect to be doing something like an ASMR roleplay audio? channel, I guess? And did you expect to grow as fast as you did? Um, hmm. So I didn't expect to have a channel dedicated to ASMR roleplay audios. Um, I mean, as of like 6 months ago, because it was really spontaneous, a spontaneous idea. Um, so yeah, I didn't really expect it, to be honest. And I also didn't expect to grow as fast as I did because, as I said earlier, I don't think I have the voice for boyfriend audio roleplays because my voice is not really particularly deep or particularly high. It's just like in the middle, it's just like a basic voice, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. But it's just not um, really special, if you know what I mean. That sounds horrible, but it's true. So yeah, I didn't expect people to like it and people to follow me and people to be dedicated to the things that I do. So yeah, I didn't expect it. But thank you for your questions. I appreciate it. Okay, now let's get to the next questions by Hannah.Deborah268. And Hannah, you sent a shit ton of questions. I love it. So most of these questions are gonna be by Hannah. Hannah Deborah? Hannah? I don't know. But thank you for your questions. That's amazing. Also, really special and deep questions. I love it. Your first question is, do your friends/family know about your channel and the content you make? If no, why not? Um, Let me guess, it's because you're so, with 6 O's, passionate about what you do, and clearly people love what you do, and because you're so very humble, all caps, you've decided to keep it a secret just so no one you love feels the need to compare their shortcomings to your success? Or do you plan on ever telling them? And if yes, when? And if yes, if they know that I make this, how did you tell them? What do they think of it? Thank you, Hannah. That was a long question. My friends/family, most of them don't know that I have this channel. Not because I'm embarrassed, just because I don't live with my family anymore. So I just haven't told them yet. Also, this is like something that I'm doing for me personally, because I just really enjoy doing it. I enjoy writing the scripts. I enjoy recording my audios. I enjoy editing. I enjoy posting. I enjoy the whole shalam, you know? So yeah, it's just something I did and started for me, and I plan on keeping it that way because this is right now, this is my safe place. This is something I'm excited for. I'm excited about. I'm excited to record. I'm excited to write scripts. And I don't feel the need to share this with anybody right now because it's something I'm doing for myself. And I think that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, but it's not because I'm so humble and I think everybody is going to be jealous of my success. Because my family is, they can handle it. They could handle it. But I don't know if I honestly don't know how they would react. I don't think they would make a big deal of it, but maybe they would. Some of them would. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, that's just, I can't be bothered. So if yes, did you tell them? Will I ever tell them? I don't know. Let's see. Because, yeah, it's just not important for me to have my family know that I do this. But thank you, Hannah. Next question by Hannah. What's your favorite romance trope? If you could choose one to experience, which one would you choose and why? Oh, God. My favorite romance trope? Probably. I love a good friends to lovers. Yeah, I love a good um, work colleagues to lovers, or like work, not enemies, but like, what do you call it? Work. Um, I can't remember the word. I'm sorry, but like they're constantly trying to overshadow the other one. Yeah, like that. I like that. Um, so probably my favorite one to experience. I mean, I also love a good enemies to lovers. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. Everyone loves a good enemies to lovers. So yeah, but which one I would like to experience myself? Not really an enemies to lovers because I wouldn't like having an enemy, even if it meant that they would turn into my lover. But yeah, I would probably choose like a work colleagues. Yeah, to lovers. That's probably the one I would like to experience. Not that I have anyone at my workplace currently that I would like to experience this with, um, because mostly it's elderly married women I'm working with, and I love them, but I wouldn't want to, you know, um, have a romance trope going on with them. But thank you for the question. I appreciate it. Okay, next question by Hannah. What are your two favorite things about yourself? One for your personality and one for your looks. Oh, I hate this question. Okay, for my personality, I think I would say I like my humor. I I do think I have humor. I don't know if it quite translates into English that well, but in my native language, I'm funny. Okay, I can make people laugh. uh, that's one thing I worked on really hard to achieve, and no one's gonna take that from me. So it's not. I don't think. Also, if you say you have a favorite thing about yourself, your personality or your body, and people say you're like cocky because you know what you like about yourself, that's bullshit. Don't let anyone ever tell you that. Because if you know what you like about yourself, good for you. Period. Okay? Can't be bothered. Okay, so personality wise, my favorite thing about myself, I think, is my humor. Um, yeah, pretty much. And for my looks, that's a hard one because, I mean, as most people, I struggle with liking the way I look. But I guess I like my hands. I like hands in general. God, this sounds like I have a hand fetish, but maybe I do. Honestly, who knows? Uh, yeah, I like hands. I like my hands. I think they're good hands. Let's just not talk about it. Dude. Okay. Next question is by Beanie3230. And you asked also some questions. Thank you in advance. What's my favorite dessert? Desert? No, dessert. Sorry. My favorite desert? I wouldn't know. My favorite dessert? Oh, there's so many. I love a good profiterole, the Italian ones, or profiterole, like the French one. I don't think there is a difference, to be honest. I love macarons, the French, almond. What you call it? Almond baking goods with cream in the middle. You all know what a macaron is, okay? Thank you. So I think those ones, like the little treats, the little sweet treats, I love them. But I'm not really a sweet person. I don't really like sweet stuff that much. I'm more of a salty and savory person. Yeah. Um, Also, you said, oh, I'm just seeing that now. Luckily, I don't need dessert with you here because you already sound sweet enough. Thank you. That's really cute. Um, He also said, I don't know if I'm too late to this Q&A though. Laughing my ass off, just found your channel and I wish you the best of luck with it. You're talented and I hope you gain 1 million subscribers one day. Thank you. I don't ever plan on having 1 million subscribers. That would be too much for me. But thank you. I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. Okay. Next questions are by Leah with 3 A's _ VSN. And Leah asked, or Lee, I don't know, in a few words, how would you describe yourself? What's your name? Have you already been to France? If so, did you like it? As a French, I had to put this question. Okay, first question. In a few words, how would you describe yourself? That's hard. In a few words, I would say funny, lazy maybe, because I'm a lazy person, let's be honest. Pretty laid back. I'm pretty chill, I think. But I'm also a bit hot-headed. That's not really a nice trait, but I've been discovering that about myself because of some family dramas that have been taking place. But yeah, hot-headed but lazy, funny but also not. Not in English. Yeah, but I don't really know how to describe myself. That's a really hard question because you would have to ask my friends, but I don't know. What's my name? Papercut Audio, obviously. It says in the bio. Hello. I'm just kidding. No, so okay, the thing, there's also some questions that ask where I'm from, what's my name, what do I look like, what's my native language, and I thought about, I thought, do I really want to answer these questions? Because I've been listening to one Q&A by a voice actor, audio creator, whatever, and he said, pretty much, I am not going to tell you because I do not want to rob you of the fantasies you're having when you're listening to my audios. And I really appreciated that because there's some creators that post like pictures on themselves on their channel and tell you their name and stuff like that. And with some of them it works because their voice acting is just so good. For example, Eric of Redacted Audio. But there's also some creators, and I don't know why this is, but they post pictures of themselves, and now I can only picture them when I'm listening to their audios, which is not necessarily bad, but I don't want to take those fantasies you're having from you guys when you're listening to my audios. You can imagine whomever, whatever, if you're listening to my audios, it's probably not even remotely near, it's not even remotely near, yeah, of what I look like. So I don't want to rob you guys of that fantasy you're having. So I'm not going to tell you my name. I'm not going to tell you where I'm from. I'm not going to tell you what I look like or how tall I am or whatever. You can imagine whomever. May it be a crush, a celebrity crush, a fictional person, your friend, whatever, whoever. So that's really great. That's really great. I thought that what the creator did was really great. Not that I'm really great. What the creator said about that is really great. So, yeah, I'm not going to tell you my name. Because, yeah, as I said, I don't want you guys to... let me put it that way. I want you guys to use your fantasy and to really get into it and imagine all those characters that I've built so far, like Killian or Hunter. I want you guys to really imagine them as the character that you think would bring you the most comfort. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. Have you already been to France? If so, did you like it? Yes, I have been to France actually quite recently, like 1 month ago. I did a little bike trip with some friends and a road trip. Um, we went to Bordeaux and Marseille. Actually, not Marseille, actually, like between um, Nice and Marseille. Yeah. Uh, Also to, what's that thing called? La Rochelle. Um, and another city whose name I can't remember. Whatever, I liked it, I loved it. The food was amazing. The people were really nice. The nature was great. The weather, not so much, but it doesn't matter. It was a great time. I had a great time. I'm definitely gonna go back. Um, I just love the French. I also love the language. I don't speak French, but that vacation really motivated me to learn French because it's a beautiful language. And yeah, I just think the culture in France is really great. It's really laid back and just chill. I really like it. So, thank you for your comment. Next questions are all by Hannah. I don't want to assume anything. You asked, what's the most memorable compliment someone has said to you and what made it memorable? I think I already talked about that. It was like me walking down the street and someone saying, it looks like I'm walking through the city and it's been built for me, which I loved, period. Do you listen to RP audios? If you do, what are your favorite scenarios? Okay, also, if I have to talk about my favorite scenarios, I'll also have to talk about sexuality because those two are pretty much bound together, which I'm also not going to talk about because in my stats, where's my phone? I saw that there's a lot of women or females or people who identify that way. They're listening to my audios, but there's also a lot of men or males and boys or those who identify that way that are listening to my audios. So for some, my audios are pretty much M for F. For others, it's M for M. For others, it's M for A. Whatever. So I don't really want to talk about my sexuality as much because I don't want to rob you of those fantasies you're having. And I would, if I would for some part at least, if I told you what audios I'm listening to, whether it be F for M or M for M or whatever. But yeah, I like scenarios that are pretty laid back though, like cuddling in the morning or cooking together, stuff like that. That's just, yeah, what I'm listening to pretty much. Yeah, so just laid back, chill, or like the full on drama ones where like everybody's crying and screaming and throwing up. Oh, sorry. I love those. They are great. Yeah, thank you for that question. Next question by Hannah.Deborah. What's your MBTI? If you don't know what that is, then are you an introvert or an extrovert? I know what that is. I have taken several tests by that MBTI typography scheme, whatever. Um, I'm never happy with the result because they always give me INFJ. And first of all, I have never met somebody who said I'm an INFJ who wasn't pretentious. I'm sorry if you are. Change my mind. I'm sure you're a nice person. But everybody's just so always bragging about being an INFJ. Like, oh, I'm the least common type. Whatever. I just make up 1% of the whole population, and it's like, okay, whatever. Um, if that's what it takes to make you feel special, sure. But they give me INFJ, but I can't really identify with the type. I can't really identify with any of the types fully, which is obvious because there's only 16 types and you can't just categorize the whole like human race into 16 categories. That's crazy. But if I had to choose, it would be like between INTJ and INFJ, pretty much. Yeah. But I won't tell you why because that's just too much information. And I'm sure you guys don't even care about that. So yeah, I'm more of an introvert, but let's say I'm more of an ambivert. I um I charge my batteries when I'm alone, which is more of an introvert trait because extroverts would charge their batteries being with other people. So yeah, I'm more of an introvert. Um, period. I don't know what to say, but I get along with extroverts. When I'm with other introverts, I'm more extroverted. I just adapt pretty much. You also asked, are you more naturally drawn to introverts or extroverts? It would be nice if you could elaborate why it's introverts or extroverts. But if you don't feel like it, then you don't have to. Thank you. I, mm, that's a hard question. I feel more drawn to extroverts if I have to be honest, because it's just easier for me. Because as I just said, when I'm with introverts, I have to be more extroverted to like get the conversation going, keep it going. And that's just really draining and hard for me to maintain that energy for like a longer time or a whole evening. So when I'm with extroverts, I can just lean back sometimes, not all the time, but I can lean back, listen to the conversation, know that there's not going to be awkward silence, and that's just a relief for me. So I don't have to think about what could we talk about, what could we do to like keep everybody talking and moving and whatever. So I feel more drawn to extroverts, but it's like more of a choice I made. But I love my introvert friends. Um, I have many introvert friends. I love them just as much. It just happens to be extroverts that I'm drawn to more because it's just easier for me. Yeah. You also asked, what do you think impacted your personality the most? Where you grew up, your friends, your family, etc. Um, I mean, all of that, where I grew up, my friends, my family, all that impacted me. I think what impacted me as well is religion, um, and yeah, religion and family probably, because I grew up Christian in a very strict Christian household, which I'm conflicted, you know? On the one side, I like the way I grew up. On the other side, I hate the way I grew up. I have to say I like it because my religion and my family, they really taught me a lot of good morals and they made me the person I am, the kind person that I try to be, um, the righteous person that I try to be, the loyal and loving person that I try to be. They all taught me that. Um, and religion taught me that as well. I can't lie. But on the other hand, it just yeah, just took so many things from me um, that I don't want to talk about right now. But yeah, still, it made me the person I am today. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for my family. I love my family. I love my parents. Um, but it's a conflicted situation. Yeah, like that. My friends also impacted me like growing up later. I always had older friends, I think. When I was 16, most of my friends were like almost in their mid 20s, which was fun because they kind of emancipated me into the world because I was a really shy kid. And they just, it's like that meme that an extrovert is adopting an introvert, or that every introvert is waiting for their extrovert to adopt them, which happened for me. Like a couple, they adopted me pretty much as their son. Not really, but like metaphorically. And yeah, they just taught me so many things about myself, and they made me a confident person. They made me look at myself and not be ashamed of myself and of my personality and of the things that I have, the talents that I have. They made me see the talents that I have. So I I'm forever grateful for that. That really shaped me as a person growing up. So yeah, that's what impacted me most in my personality. Again, Leah underscore VSN asked, have you ever traveled? If yes, where? What's your favorite Disney? How many languages do you speak? And if you only speak one, which languages would you like to learn? Have I ever traveled? Yes. If yes, where? Many places. My mom loves to travel, loves to travel, so she always took my brother and me and my dad everywhere. So I really had the great privilege to see many parts of the world, meet a lot of people, learn about a lot of different cultures. Yeah, that was really great, and I'm really grateful for that. I can name all the countries I've been to because I know there's another question coming up about my favorite countries. So be patient, please, with me. What's your favorite Disney? I love Brave, honestly. I don't even know if that's Disney, but I love the movie Brave. Yeah, that's just. I'm not really a huge Disney person, per se. I have watched them all, I think. Yeah, but I love the newer ones, the from the 2010s, the ones. Like, yeah, like Brave. I love Brave. It's one of my comfort movies. How many languages do you speak? I speak four languages. And if you only speak one, which languages would you like to learn? Again, I don't want to take you from the fantasy because if I told you which languages I speak, you would know where I'm from. So, obviously I speak English, and well, I can tell you another one. I speak, well, I don't really speak it. That's bullshit, actually. Huh? I speak ancient Greek. Not because I learned it in school. No, no, no. I taught it my I taught it to myself. I took lessons because I don't know, because I'm a freak, I guess. Because who wants to learn ancient Greek? Um, but I love that language for several reasons. Yeah. So four: English, ancient Greek, and two more. Um, and if you only spoke one, which languages would you like to learn? I would love to learn so many languages. I love language. Um, I'd love to learn Portuguese. I'd love to learn French, as I said earlier. Italian is great. Um, Also like the Scandinavian languages, like um, Norwegian, Swedish, Icelandic. Those are really great. I would love to learn Arabic. I love the sound of the language. Love the culture and the food and the richness of the culture. Just great. So yeah, I think those are the ones I would like to learn. But that's never gonna happen because I'm lazy. Hannah Point Deborah 268 again asked some questions. You asked, what are your top 3 countries in terms of culture, scenery, and weather? That is a hard question. Let me think about it. I think there's definitely in the top 3. There's definitely Scotland. I love Scotland. It's a great country because the food is amazing. I've been coincidentally we've been to like 3 restaurants and they all had like that 1 star. What's it called? Like the Michelin star. Like I don't know. You know what I mean. And we didn't know, and the food was amazing, and it was just like this small restaurant in the middle of nowhere. So Scotland, in terms of weather and scenery, it's that's my jam. I love cold weather. I hate the heat. I'll be honest, I hate the heat. So I love cold weather, rainy weather, like the humid cold weather. Oh, I love it. Also, my top 3 countries, probably Iceland. I love Iceland. I've been there once. I've been twice to Scotland, once to Iceland. It's also great. The food, not so good, but in terms of culture, scenery, and weather, one of my top 3 countries for sure. And also, the third one, probably Canada. I've been to Canada twice now, and I always loved it. Canada is a great country. The people are nice. The I love when there's nature and you can just drive through the woods and drive everywhere and you don't come anywhere near a bigger city for hours. I love that. Yeah, so Scotland, Canada, Iceland. That's it. Not particularly in that order, but like, you know what I mean. Thank you. Next questions by Hannah. What was your favorite video to record? My favorite video to record was probably the occultist at the bus stop because I had a lot of fun editing it. Or the one what's it called? The first date with the sweet librarian with Terrence. That was also really fun to record and fun to edit. I think it's a pretty realistic audio. And I like when my audios are realistic in terms of well, not in terms of like magic and stuff like that, but in terms of conversation and stuff like that and pacing. Which, I mean, none of my videos are realistic in that way or not as realistic, but yeah, that was the most fun to record. How long were you thinking about making and posting these videos before you actually did it? I think I said it before, it was like half a year or 3 months at least. Yeah, but I think I covered that in the first question. And the last questions are you more of a listener or are you more of a talker? Again, it depends on the situation, on who I'm spending time with. Generally speaking, I'm more of a listener, definitely. But as you can hear, I also love to talk because I've been talking for, oh my god, for almost an hour, so we gotta speed this up. Thank you. Next question by Glendall4787. Who or what is your inspiration for your stories / your audios? I draw a lot of inspiration from movies I watch, from people, from my friends, from books I'm reading, from music I'm listening to, from other VA creators, obviously. Um, yeah, but generally speaking, books, movies, things I'm surrounded by. Yeah. Thank you for your question. Goth Grippers. Goth Grippers asked, what's your favorite bagel flavor? Okay, so I'm not really living in an area where bagels are often consumed. So I had to Google which bagel flavors there are. I had, I've had, I once had a pumpkin something bagel with cream cheese when I was in New York a couple of years back, and I liked it, but I think I would just like the sesame bagel because I like sesame. So probably the sesame bagel. Yeah. Okay, what's your favorite song at the moment? What music do you like? Favorite song I already told you. What music do you like? I like pretty much everything. I like what I like. Um, I would have never thought that I liked country music, but I apparently like country music, or at least parts of it. I like folk music, indie music, alternative music, pop music, rock music, you name it. I basically I listen to everything. Yeah. Also, that question was by Easter Bonnet 8. So thank you so much. Next question's by Leah underscore VSN. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite series? What's your favorite music? Are you proud of yourself? If not, we are proud of you. Thank you. What is your favorite dish? Do you have origins? If so, what's your origins? Okay, my favorite movie. Sorry, I'm speaking a little faster, but I don't want to post like a 1.5 hour video. That would be crazy because no one's gonna listen to that. What's my favorite movie? I'm not sure. I recently watched Kingdom of the Cats by Studio Ghibli, which I loved. So right now, probably that movie. But in general, oh, there's one. I love the Suspiria movie. Suspiria, the I like the '80s version, but I also love the 2018 version with Dakota Johnson and Tilda Swinton. Just a great movie. If you haven't watched it, watch it if you don't have a problem with horror and gore and stuff like that. But I love horror movies. I love everything horror. So Suspiria is such a cool movie. I love that movie. What's your favorite series? Easy. My favorite series is Hannibal. I love horror. And Hannibal, it's only 3 seasons, unfortunately, but I think it's one of the best series ever produced, ever written, period. The dialogue, the tone of the series, the music, the aesthetic. I have not yet seen, not yet have, I have not yet, sorry, I have not yet found another series or another movie that comes close to Hannibal. Hannibal was just peak TV. I'm sorry. If you disagree, I don't care. Are you proud of yourself? Sure. What's your favorite dish? Um, I'm a soup guy. I love soups. I love everything soup related. Um, so probably some kind of soup. I just love soup. Soup. Let's say it one more time. Do you have origins? I I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what origins is. Please, if you know what it is, and if you know how I can get one, please tell me. Please enlighten me. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. Okay, Paisley K at Paisley K asked some questions. Do you have any pets? No, not as of right now. I grew up with cats. My 2 cats are still with my parents. I would love to have cats again, or one cat. I could in my apartment. I think it's big enough. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. But if I ever do get one, I will let you guys know and I will send you guys a picture. Do you like to read? If so, what genre? I love to read. Um, I pretty much I read everything. I love basically everything fiction. Um, I recently read Kafka by the Shore by Haruki Murakami, actually like 1 year ago, and I heard that the genre was called magical realism. So I think I really like that genre. And if you have any book recommendations for magical realism, please let me know because I was really intrigued by that book and the genre in general. So I think that one. But I also love fantasy. I love horror, as I said. So pretty much that. What type of audio that you have created is something you are fond of listening yourself if you were to watch it from another creator? Sorry, I have to read that again. What type of audio? Oh, okay. Got it. Um, Probably the self-harm video that I did, the comfort for the self-harm. Um, because, yeah, I mean, as I said, I've struggled with that. So, yeah, I love it. I would love it to listen to another video like that because when I made that video, um, it was just really important for me to make it, first of all, because I hadn't yet seen a video like that before I had posted mine. After that, I have found some videos. Um, yeah, but it's just, I don't know. I think there's not enough videos for that type of comfort. There's always sleep comfort, sleep aid, whatever breakups, but not like those deep mental health issues. Because I think a lot of people don't really want to talk about it, and I get it. It's a heavy thing to talk about, but it has to be done. So if I have to do it because I have had experience with this topic, then so be it. I'm fine with that. Are you going to see Oppenheimer when it comes out? Yes, I have already set a date with my friends to see Oppenheimer in the cinema. I'm also gonna watch Barbie, but I have to I have to go with different friends for Barbie because I want to see Barbie. I've heard so many good things about it. And now that I'm making this video, I've I think both movies have already come out on last Wednesday. Oh no. Whatever. Are you good at cooking? If so, what dish do you like to make? I love cooking. I think I'm pretty good at cooking. I like to think I'm good at cooking. So yeah, I love to make pancakes. It sounds so basic, but I love to make pancakes. Um, because pancakes are great. Period. Thank you for your questions, Paisley. SKZ Dark asked, what's your favorite movie genre? Horror. Yeah, horror. Next question by Hannah.Deborah268. Why do a lot of guys not like being called pretty? Do you like being called pretty? I've actually never heard that before. I think a lot of guys would like to be called pretty. I like to be called pretty. I mean, I think there's like a difference um, because we have assigned gender to certain adjectives. For example, handsome is male and pretty is female. You know what I mean? Like handsome is boy, pretty is girl. like like with blue and pink, which makes absolutely no sense, I agree. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Because pretty is like, oh, you're so pretty. Like a lot of guys would probably think you would call them gay if you said you're pretty, which is not true, of course, but I think that's just a lot of there's just a lot of stereotype behind these words. But honestly, I don't know why they don't like being called pretty. I would like to be called pretty. I would love it. It would make my day. Good night. Next question by Rosie underscore 99. She asked, or you asked. Sorry, I don't know what pronouns you guys have, or if you even are, who you even are. I just see the username and I just assume something. So sorry. Are you a coffee or a tea person? Neither. I'm a water person. And I'm not a sociopath, okay? I just don't like coffee and I don't really drink tea. I don't know. I'm a water guy. Not even like a soft drink or a juice guy, just water. Plain water. Yeah. 3 random facts about you or about me. God. This is hard. I can't really think about 3 facts about myself at the top of my head. I like to draw. Um, I moved like 600 miles away from my family when I was 20, and so I'm older than 20, just so you know. And yeah, I can think of a third one. And I like cats. Who would have thought? Okay, which one of your videos was the hardest to record? Honestly, either it's between the self-harm video and the reverse comfort video, because not because the topics were heavy, only because I had to fake cry, or pretty much not fake cry, but like cry in the video or in the audio. So the audio. So I'm sitting, when I'm recording, like right now, I'm sitting in my bedroom on my desk and I'm reading like my script that I wrote, and I have to make it sound emotional. And at first I felt ridiculous because you're sitting there like, and you're like, oh my god, everything is horrible. And you're like basically crying and you have to force yourself to cry. And it's just, I had to start over so many times because it was just so ridiculous. I had to start laughing, and it was so inappropriate because of the topics that I was talking about in the audio. Because, uh, but yeah, that was hard to record because, yeah, let's just not let me not say more because it's embarrassing. Um, Vinny 6100 asked, "Is English your first language? If not, what's your first language? Feel free if you don't want to answer it." I already told you. I'm not gonna tell you, not because I don't like the question or I feel offended, but because I don't want to take you guys out of your fantasy. You should be able to imagine whatever and whomever you want. So yeah. But thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Hannah asked, "What's your biggest red flag in yourself?" Say an actual red flag, not something like "I care too much." God, you're going in. What's your biggest green flag? Green flag, sorry. My biggest red flag, honestly, I get bored of people really quickly. Not when I'm talking to them in person, but when I'm texting. And that's why I hate dating, because most dating apps are like, you have to text someone, and in those texts you have to, make it work. And I just hate texting. And when people text for such a long time, I'm just like, ugh, you're boring. Like, not you're boring, but like that's boring. I want more. Like, don't I can't have a connection to someone solely over text. I can't do that. So I have had to tell a lot of people like, sorry, this is not working because um but I don't know what to make out of this, and we can meet up if you want, but a lot of people don't want to do that, which I sometimes understand. But it's like I don't want to text for like a month, and you can't expect me to. You know what? That might be controversial, but that's just how I am, and I hate texting, and I get bored of people, and people bore me, and I hate people, and I'm not a philanthropist. I would like to be one, but I'm simply not. What's your biggest green flag? I don't know. I can't tell you. There's not that many. Let me just say that. I'm just kidding. Um, oops. Yeah, my biggest green flag. Probably that I can't go to bed without having a fight resolved. I can't go to bed or I can't go on with my life when I know that there is something that bothers someone else, and I could do something about it. I just can't do that. So yeah. Hannah also asked, "What's your love language?" I'm really curious about this one. Um, Probably quality time and like. Do you mean the love language that I show to others, or the love language that I need? I think it's the one I need. Quality time, and I hate physical touch. For most people, um, quality time and probably acts of service. I love it when somebody does something for me, or like the little things like, oh yeah, I made you this dish, or yeah, I made you some food, I brought you something, I thought of you, and I just really like that. But also quality time is like the biggest turn on for me. Flowering Amaris asked, "Do you believe in astrology?" To an extent, yeah. I think I can tell you my zodiac sign. I'm a Taurus. Um, and I can definitely identify myself with being a Taurus, and also like my moon sign and my rising. Should I tell you guys? This feels so intimate. But I mean, it doesn't really tell you much about my physicality. So I'm a Taurus sun, I'm an Aries rising. No, sorry. I'm a Taurus sun, I'm an Aries moon, and I'm an Aquarius rising. So yeah, maybe do with that information as you please. What is the only conspiracy theory that you believe in? If yes, which one? Um, I believe in. Actually, I believe in the Illuminati because honestly, it's not that weird for the rich people and the powerful people to form an organization and, control at least certain aspects of the world. So yeah, that's yeah. What is the best country in term of food? Um, hmm, good question. Um, I would have to say Korea. I love Korean food. My Korean friends, oh, Korean barbecue. Oh God, I love it. Yeah, Korean barbecue is amazing. Hannah again asks a few questions. What's a personality trait that you think is underrated? Underrated, I think, is huh. An underrated personality trait, I think, is just being relaxed. Because in our society, I think a lot of people expect you to go to a club every single night and do something and be full of energy. But I just love my friends that are just relaxed and that you can just invite over to your place and just open a bottle of wine and just drink and talk. So being relaxed and not having the um, the feeling that you're missing out on your life if you're not going to a party or going to the club every night. That's just really nice. Yeah. What's a personality trait that you think is overrated? Being funny. No one has to be funny. Yeah. Period. Are you more of an indoor person or an outdoor person? I would love to be able to say I'm an outdoor person, but to be honest, I'm more of an indoor person. Yeah. And this question, I'm actually quite shocked. Were you an annoying kid? Hello, all kids are annoying. Period. T. Shimo asked, where are you from? Is real name Hunter? I'm from a country, and my real name is not Hunter. It's Papercut Audio. It's not, but it's another one. Another name. I have another name. INV slash JJ5KR asked, what's your favorite color? Mine's pink. I love pink, but my favorite color, I would have to say, is probably blue, which is basic, but the color I'm wearing the most is blue. I'm wearing blue right now, so yeah. But also yellow. I love a good yellow, like a mustard yellow. Oh, so good. Hannah's last question actually is, who do you look up to and why? Um, I look up to my friends, to be honest. And that might sound really basic, but I love my friends. Um, they make me a better person, and that's why I look up to them, because I love them. Yeah. Jalen Loves Luke asked, what made you want to start doing YouTube? You know, just the wish of doing something for myself and trying this out, this new thing. Like, trying a new thing made me want to start doing YouTube. Yeah. And Amari Gill asked, where are you from? Again, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. But yeah, that's all the questions we got. I've been talking for 1 hour and 17 minutes as of now. I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. Um, just so you know, the next video I think is gonna come Friday. So yeah, next video Friday, tomorrow. Because today's Thursday. Yeah, so thank you again for all the questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I totally understand if you didn't go through the whole thing. But yeah, that was the Q&A. I hope I didn't miss any questions. If I did, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'm gonna answer these questions in the comment section, so no one feels left out. Great. Thank you so much again. I hope you all have a wonderful day. As always, if you have any recommendations or wishes or ideas, please let me know. If you want to hear any specific audios, any specific situations, or whatever, just let me know, okay? Okay. I love you all. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed rest of the week. Love y'all. Goodbye. Sleep well.